Hello, friend Mormo here, and I watched a hilarious movie, so I thought I'd make a video. First, I watched something called Life in Color by David Attenborough, and I watched one episode of that, and it was really great and lovely. And then later that night, I watched Thunder Force on Netflix, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it told a good story and had good action, good characters, good acting, really well made, and good pacing. I never got bored, and real funny. I just really enjoyed it. And there's something I want to talk about that I liked about this movie. And I don't want to offend anyone, but it had like fat inclusivity in it. It was like about fat people beating up bad guys and fighting crime and being in romantic situations and stuff. And I like as a fat person, I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I actually had a conversation with my friend Nick Katsoris, who was saying, how can Steven Seagal, who's like old and fat, like how can he still have action movies and be a ninja? And I was saying that, like, there's a lot of fat people in America who probably want to see someone who looks like them beating up bad guys. And so I thought that was really cool in this movie. It brought me back and reminded me of watching like Chris Farley when I was a kid and stuff. And it was that same comedy, and I would say the comedy in this movie was just as good as any of his comedy, and I was a big fan of Chris Farley back in the day. And other than that, just like really good superhero story. I think this is better than any of the garbage I've seen from Marvel or DC or any of them, where it's always like the world is ending. It's always the world's gonna end and they need to stop it, and it's always like it's always the world ending. And I'm just sitting in the theater and I'm like, why does this have why is it always the world's gonna end that they have to stop? Like, I remember reading comics, they would like beat up bad guys in used car lots and stuff. And then but now every battle they fight, it's because the world's gonna end, and it's ridiculous. And so this one just had a good story about like a corrupt mayor. I don't want to give too much of it away, but and basically it's the story of these women, and they met when they were little girls on the playground, and they kind of helped each other and stuff, and then they grow up, and there's these things called miscreants that where some blast something, there was some kind of radioactive energy or something, and it made people who were sociopaths into superpowers people. And uh and so they get superpowers, but they're like mostly all evil, I guess. And then they kill Octavia's parents, and so she decides to dedicate her life and to learn how to get superpowers so that she can fight these evil miscreants that are super villains. And it's a really great story, and really good chemistry between the two lead actresses. The one woman's name escapes my mind right now, but they were both great actresses and had really good chemistry, and they were great as superheroes. It was just overall a really cool movie, and I'm really stoked to have Netflix now. I haven't turned on Netflix in months, and but this was a really cool movie, and I really hope they make a sequel or turn it into a show or something. I know this this movie when it came out. I didn't watch it. It was one of those movies the internet decided to hate, and I heard people saying it was okay, and some people said we're like just ragging on it, just talking trash about it. But I thought it was awesome. I really hope they do a sequel. And really, Melissa McCarthy, that's her name. She was really great. And I think it's Octavia Spencer, I think. But they were both great actresses and really fun movie. And Jason Bateman was hilarious. He played a great character in this. And I'm real stoked to have Netflix. I'm gonna watch more of it. And I would even be stoked to sell my story to Netflix. If somebody at Netflix wanted to turn my story into a movie, I'd sign with them. I trust Netflix, and I've done business with Netflix for a good majority of my life. I used to rent DVDs from them in the mail. And anyways, thanks so much for watching. And definitely check out Thunder Force on Netflix. It's really funny and a really good movie. And thumbs up and comment. And thanks so much.